I can't think of anyone better to follow that than Camille Holder Brown, and she can introduce more of what she's done in the community than I, but I know that she plays an active role in the community in teaching people about eating healthy, and like her daughter said, they have a garden at Bonner Elementary, and they've actually done some food demonstrations and education at the health department a couple times, and we appreciate you, and yeah, welcome.
Thank you, sweet. We come to these meetings, and sometimes we're eating and drinking things we shouldn't be eating, and we sit around all day, and that's exactly the same behavior that we're modeling for our children. Sometimes it's like, you know, we have to stay fit and we have to stay active. So my husband and I, we homeschool our 4 children. We moved down here from New York a couple years ago. I grew up here in Daytona. I was in the band, so I got that strong discipline of staying outside and being fit every day, rain or as long as it wasn't lightning, we were still outside for band practice. Every day, sweating, running, going around the track, doing push-ups, and it was so great to have that discipline. And when I lived in New York, I got to walk everywhere. It was really a walkable community. I love the Volusia County Health Department because since I returned home, it was like, where do I start? So I started coming here and going to meetings, joining Let's Move Volusia's Youth, all the different, it was achieved, a lot of different initiatives to reduce childhood obesity. And my husband and I found out about the mayor's backpack giveaway. So we showed up there and we were like, well, can we just, maybe we can give away free smoothie samples. And I will tell you that my family at that time was on the food assistance, SNAP program, whatever. We were getting food stamps for the very first time in our life. And I have a master's in film and my husband's an engineer. And we decided we wanted to focus on something we were passionate about. All I knew is that whenever I went out with my homeschool friends in New York, they always said, how do your kids snack on seaweed? What are you giving them? What is that? How do you get your kids to eat that? I'm like, that's all they know. That's all they know. You know, I've been giving it to them from the start. I make green smoothies for them at home. I give them this stuff. If you ask my daughter what kind of cheese she likes, she'll like, oh, I like pecorino or manchego. I'm not, you know, it's like, what? Yeah, she doesn't, she only knows like organic cheeses because that's what I've given her. So fast forward to we're in Daytona with our food stamps. So we decided to go to the mayor's backpack giveaway and make these smoothies. So now that was the logo that we created, my husband and I, years ago. And now we're getting ready to open up a juice bar. In between, we volunteered many hours and made many smoothies at many health fairs and got lots of children at Charity, at Westside, at many churches and stuff to drink our concoctions, basically, her concoctions. You know, we make some fresh apple juice or some fresh carrot juice. We use that as the base. No sugar, no milk, no yogurt. And then we add mango and pineapple, everything fresh, not a bunch of frozen stuff. And we blend it up and we make these green smoothies or these orange carrot smoothies with papaya and stuff. And the kids, they love it. You think that they'd be like, it's not that they don't want to eat healthy. No one gives them that healthy food. No one knows what to buy. And our priorities are all over the place in terms of what are we going to spend money on. So that is what we're passionate about. I get up every morning around 4 o'clock and I think, well, how am I going to make a difference today? And one of the mornings I woke up, I'm like, I want to have a juice-a-thon. And I just wrote down this whole plan for a juice-a-thon. And then somebody named Swain contacted me from the health department and said, hey, we have some funds and it's the end of the year. We have to use up some funds for do you have any, sure, I want to do a juice-a-thon. What's a juice-a-thon? Juice-a-thon is when I'm going to put a bunch of blenders out and a bunch of produce at the farmer's market where we normally set up and people can just make their own concoctions and go to town. I'll tell them what's in it, they can operate it, and that's what we did. So we're really creative with our approach, and the same when we go to schools, very creative. We play games, we tell kids, how do you think people got produce before there was a grocery store? What did they do? We talk about that. And then my husband who is a extreme gardener, who's volunteering at the Bonner Community Garden, got the principal of that charter school to invite us to live on the campus. So we live on the campus of a school, homeschooling our 4 kids, and with the big garden in the background, in the backyard where my kids run and play. And I say, can you go grab me some basil? To my daughter, I do. Can you go grab me this? Can you grab? And then we organize with Bethune-Cookman students and with Emory-Riddle students and Daytona State students, because we're everywhere, and so people see us and they get our card, and they come and volunteer at the garden. Hundreds of hours of students volunteering. Well, they come, but some of them don't, you know. Out of 100 students, you may get 20 that are actually gonna really do some real work. But they get to see where stuff comes from, which is the important part. So it's been a phenomenal journey, and now we're embarking on opening up this juice bar with our nonprofit, doing business as Kale Cafe. And what we're gonna have in that space is access to this smoothies and stuff and the vegan food that we make on a daily basis. We've been doing this at the farmer's market twice a week, and I'd like to thank Mr. Ken English, one of my customers who loves my kale salad and green smoothies and has been volunteering with me and helping us get our Kickstarter video together so we can raise money. And another one of my customers is a teacher at Terry T, where I actually went to elementary school. And I won't say any names, but that person gave us a loan, rather, of $10,000. We didn't have a lot of money. We had hard work ethic and big dreams, and we have a community that is very supportive and very much nurturing of what we're doing. And that is how we went from getting on food stamps to opening a place on Beach Street. All the odds are against us here, but we're doing it. No excuses, thank you, no excuses. How are we gonna do it? Obstacles come, how are we gonna overcome? And we just keep going. Got pregnant along the way, keep going, you know? So here we are, we're so excited. I wanna, if you could bring up, this is my website, midtownicovillage.org, that's the building. It has styrofoam letters at the top, which is why we need your help. You can have meetings here. We're gonna be teaching kids cooking classes, adult cooking classes, gardening workshops, everything that you would want to know to be empowered about health, we're gonna be teaching it in this space. We're gonna have people doing yoga classes. We have 3,700 square feet. Do you remember when you used to watch Soul Train, or you would go to a family party and people would be dancing? Our first event, Smoothies and Movies, that we held at Daisy Stocking Park, we had a giant Soul Train line outside, and we showed the movie Forks Over Knives. Free outdoor screening, and we gave away free vegan food and free smoothies. Partners like Halifax helped us, donated some money to help us prepare the food, to be able to purchase the food to give away for free. We always give away free blenders at our events, and we do demos. We always give out free samples for people that are squeamish. What's that green stuff? Oh, I don't know. Ooh, this tastes good. The responses are so cool. We've gone to Jacksonville, to Orlando. We do Veg Fest, and we want to have a Veg Fest here. So if you're not familiar with Veg Fest, it's an event where you promote plant-based diets. So there's my family. I'm going to show you this quick video before I leave. That's the gardener in the middle, Farmer Brown. You can go ahead and start it. Thanks, Wayne. Thank you, Ken, for putting together this video.
Is the place to be. Vegan living is the life for me and me.
Making smoothies what we love to do.
Help us Kickstarter so we can make smoothies for you.
Hello, I'm Omar Brown from Midtown Eco Village, and today we're going to take a look at our future vegan cafe, 116 North Beach Street. We are Midtown Eco Village. We're a grassroots nonprofit organization, and we advocate healthy lifestyles and environmental sustainability.